All right, are you guys ready to be hypnotized? Okay, let me talk to you a little bit about hypnosis before we do this. And how many of you, with a raise of hands, have been hypnotized before? So you guys have experienced this. How many have been to a hypnosis show before? Oh, so a lot of you have done this. Hypnosis is a normal, natural state that we all go in and out of every day. The first half hour after you wake up and the first half hour before you go to sleep, you're in what we call the hypnoidal state. That's when you're hyper-suggestible. And what's interesting about hypnosis is it's not the bizarre, crazy thing that we see in movies and what you've seen here. It's a normal, natural state. I learned it to help me beat jet lag and deal with all of those things. I find that in the going on 40 years that I've been hypnotizing people, there are 4 types of people that I find difficult to hypnotize. Not that I can't hypnotize them, it's just that it's difficult. The first would be a baby, because babies don't understand language. The second would be a drunk, somebody who's had way too much liquor, which isn't a problem here. And the reason for that is the same reason as number 1, drunks don't understand language. The third would be a schizophrenic. And it's not that I can't hypnotize a schizophrenic. If any of you are schizophrenics, please don't volunteer. It's just, I never know who it is that's sitting in the chair. And then finally, the 4th person would be the one of you out there that says, hey, I'm going to prove that this guy can't hypnotize me. Well, guess what? You're absolutely right. All hypnosis is self-hypnosis. So as long as you follow my instructions tonight, there's nothing in the world that can prevent you from falling into a deep, wonderful hypnotic state. Now, a couple of benefits of hypnosis is for every second that you're in the hypnotic state, and you're going to be up here for about 45 minutes to an hour, gives your mind the equivalent of 2 or 3 minutes of normal REM sleep. In other words, the people that come up here to volunteer are going to get the best night's sleep. In fact, when you're done with this, you're going to feel like you've had 8 hours of sleep, and a 2-hour massage, you're going to feel better than you have in quite some time. So before I invite you up here, let's just do a couple of simple tests. These are what we call suggestibility tests. And although I can hypnotize just about anybody, the volunteers that I want to come up tonight, I want the people that are going to go into trance quick and fast, and the people that are really exciting, have good personalities, and are going to have a lot of fun. So let's just test to see who would be a good candidate tonight. Everybody take your hands and put them together. Lock your fingers. Squeeze your hands together and squeeze all the air out in the middle of your hand. Point your fingers like you're pointing a gun. Put your arms straight out in front of you. Bend your elbows at a 45-degree angle. Make sure your fingers are locked. Squeeze your hands tight together. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to pull your fingers apart like this, and I want you to look at the space between your fingers. 1, 2, 3, pull your fingers apart, and imagine there's magnets at the tips of your fingers, and it's causing your fingers to pull closer and closer, tighter and tighter. And the more you try to pull your fingers apart, the closer and closer, tighter and tighter they pull together. And once your fingers start pressing together, allow them to keep pressing together, and it's like there's 150 rubber bands wrapped around your fingers, and it's causing them to pull tighter and tighter, tighter and tighter. And imagine that I just dropped super glue on your fingers. And that super glue, it takes about 3 seconds for super glue to dry. And once that super glue is dried, it slips down in the middle of your fingers. And once that super glue is dry, your fingers are stuck, bonded together. You ever get super glue on your fingers and you can't pull them apart? 1, 2, 3, your fingers are stuck. Try to pull them apart. The more you try to pull them apart, the more stuck they are. And on the count of 3, you'll be able to shake your hands loose. 1, 2, 3, shake your hands loose. And keep shaking that. Now, how many experience that with the raise of hands? That's pretty cool. Let's try one more. Everybody put your hands straight out in front of you. Both of them, yep. Just like this. Take your left hand and put it face up, and your right hand face down. Look at your hands, get a good clear image of where your hands are. When you have that clearly in your mind's eye, close your eyes. And just keep visualizing, picturing your hand. And imagine on your up hand, you've just placed a big bowling ball, a 15-pound bowling ball, and that's a really heavy bowling ball. And it causes your hand to fall down. It's a heavy, heavy, heavy bowling ball. It's your favorite color bowling ball. And on the other wrist, imagine I've just tied 15 helium balloons. And those helium balloons are getting more, they're getting filled up with more and more helium, and that's lifting, rising, rising, lifting, as that bowling ball is getting heavier and heavier, as now there's 150 more helium balloons, lifting, rising, rising, lifting, lifting, rising, rising, lifting, lifting, rising, rising, lifting, and that bowling ball is getting heavier and heavier as it's drawing your hands closer and closer to the ground. And those helium balloons are lifting, rising, they're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And everybody open your eyes. Now whose hands are all the way up like this? Come on up and grab a chair. Now even if your hands didn't go up and you want to volunteer, if we have a chair, I'll go ahead and get a couple of other people up here. But it looks like we've got all of it. Okay, so do we all have enough chairs? No, not at this point. Okay, now, people up in the audience, if you want to experience hypnosis, you can also experience hypnosis just by simply following my instructions. So even though you're sitting up there and you haven't been one of the volunteers up here, that'll work just fine too. Yep, okay. So, if you're seated next to a friend, your best friend, I want you to switch places with someone else. Anybody seated right next to a good friend? And of course, you all know each other. Okay. You've never seen it before, right? No, I'm kidding. And I'd like it to be boy, girls. So ma'am, would you mind switching with this gentleman right here? And that's, and yeah, and you too. And now it's almost boy, girl, but it's going to be fun. Okay. Are they a little bit too tight? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Let's fix that for you. Let's fix that for you. Would you mind taking this seat? You two swap seats? And would you mind taking the seat at the very end and you swap the seat over here? Okay, I wanted to put the big guys at the end here. You're going to be my anchor on this side, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask everybody to lean over. So starting with you, just lean your head, just place your head on his shoulder, and you place your head on her shoulder, and you go on him. That's right. And go ahead, just place your head on her shoulder. You too. See, that's why I want you really close. There you go. Keep going. You too. And you're going to be the anchor on this side, so you're going to lean this way. There you go. And just put your head right. Isn't that cute? Don't they look adorable? Take some selfies if you want. Okay, everybody sitting straight up again? And now, I want you to lean over on his shoulder this way. We're going to go the opposite direction. And you're going to lean in this way. Go ahead and lean over. There you go. That's right. All the way over. There you go. And you're going to be the anchor on this side. And don't they just look adorable? Okay, you can all sit up.
This is almost nearly up.
Get some music here.
Right there.
No, I mean like this.
just a moment, I'm going to start what we call the hypnotic induction. As I do this, I'm going to ask everybody up in the bleachers here to be quiet for just a few moments while I do the hypnotic induction. Once I'm done with the hypnotic induction, you can make as much noise as you want. In fact, the more noise you make, the deeper down it'll cause them to go. Now, this is what we call the hypnotic contract. With your permission, by nodding your head, do I have your permission to hypnotize you? Okay, perfect. Everybody's sitting back on your chairs, upright, feet flat on the ground, hands on your laps, hands face up. Everybody take a deep, easy breath in, and exhale. That's right, you were doing just fine. Take another deep breath in, and exhale. That's right. You're doing just fine. I'd like you to take a third breath, and this time, allow your eyes to close. Focus in on your breathing. And as you breathe, I want you to breathe in on the count of 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold the breath for 5 seconds, and then exhale on the count of 6. And that's right. And just keep rhythmically breathing, taking in the air, inhaling on the count of 4, holding it for 5 seconds, and then exhaling for 6. That's right, you are doing just fine. Now I'd like you to draw your attention to your right foot. Relax that right foot completely. Relaxing all the muscles in your right foot, from the ankle down to the tips of the toes, just letting all the muscles relax. The more you relax, the deeper you go. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you want to go. That's right. Take another deep breath in. Draw your attention to your left shoulder and relax that left shoulder completely. Relaxing all the fiber, all the muscles in that shoulder. Perhaps your attention drifts over to your right hand. Relax that right hand completely. Relax it. That's right. And as you relax, I'd like you to draw your attention to your face. Relax all the muscles around your face. Relaxing your eyes. Relaxing your cheeks, relaxing your jawbone. Just breathing in through the nose, parting your mouth just slightly to exhale through the mouth. That's right. With each breath you exhale, just allow yourself to drift, being more and more relaxed. And I'd like to test this relaxation. I'd like you to relax the muscles in your eyes. Just relax your eyelids completely, relaxing them down. And with your eyes shut tight, just draw your eyeballs up. Imagine that there's a hole in the top of your head. You just roll your eyes up to the top of the head, looking through that imaginary hole in the top of your head. In a moment, I'm going to count to 3. And when I'm going to count backwards from 3 down to 0. When I get to 0, your eyes are going to be locked, sealed tight. You will not be able to open. In fact, the more you try to open your eyes, the more difficult it'll be for you to open your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, try to open your eyes. The more you try to open your eyes, the more difficult it is. In fact, you simply cannot open your eyes. The more you try, the more difficult it is. And now relax those muscles around your eyes and let that sense of relaxation wash over the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. That's right, you are doing just fine. And by the way, if I ask any of you to go back to the audience, it doesn't mean that you can't be hypnotized. It just means that tonight, your attention's somewhere else and you're going to enjoy the show more from the bleachers than you will from up in the front. So take another deep breath in and relax and allow yourself to go. That's right, you were doing just fine. Taking another deep breath in. Now I want to check your relaxation. I'm going to go by each one of you and I'm going to lift your arm up by the wrist. And when I let your hand go, just let it drop down like it was overcooked spaghetti. or a wet rag, just let it drop down, and as it drops you down even deeper. That's right. So just relaxing completely, relaxing, dropping down. That's right. Feels so good. That's right. Just let your arm limp, loose, relax. That's right. Perfect. Limp, loose, relax. Dropping down even deeper. That's right. You were doing just fine. Sleep going down all the way. That's right. You were doing just fine. Limp, loose, relax. Just let it go. That's right. Perfect. There you go. Perfect. That's right. Perfect. Limp, loose, relax. Just let it go. Like it's overcooked spaghetti. Perfect. Dropping down even deeper. That's right. You were doing just fine. That's right. You were doing just limp, loose, relax. Let it go like overcooked spaghetti. Perfect. That's right. Letting it go. Just dropping down. As I drop your hand, you just drop down deeper and deeper. That's right. You were doing just fine. That's right. You were doing just great. Now there's two ways that we relax. We can relax physically, and they're doing a great job at relaxing physically. Now, we're going to relax the mind. And how we do this is I'm going to count backwards from 100 to 95. With each number I count, I want you to visualize, picture that number in your mind. Make that number a burden that you can get rid of, and it will be rid of by the time I get to the number 95. 100, deep sleep. Going down deeper and deeper. With each number I count, allow yourself to go down 10 times deeper, 10 times more relaxed than the number before. That's right, you are doing just fine. 97, deep sleep. That's right. 96, 95, deep sleep. That's right, you are doing just fine. Now in just a moment, I'm going to count to the number 3. When I get to the number 3, I want you to open your eyes, and I want you to look at the GoPro camera that's right in front of you. Really take a good look at that camera. And when I say the word sleep, deep asleep, or at any time I touch you on the forehead or on the shoulder, just allow yourself to go back to this state of relaxation or even deeper. So once again, the instruction is this. I'm going to count to the number 3, and only when I get to the number 3, open your eyes, look at the GoPro camera, and when I say the word sleep, snap my fingers, allow yourself to fall into a deeper state of relaxation than you are right now. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open, looking at the camera. That's right, wakey, eyes open, looking at the camera. Sleep, going down deeper. That's right. Just dropping down, going down deeper. That's right. Just squeeze on in. You'll just fall. There they go. That's right. 1, 2, 3. Look at the camera. Eyes open, look at the camera. Sleep, going down deeper. That's right. And while you're all resting here, I want you to realize that you have a seatbelt around your seats. No one's going to fall out of their chairs. It feels so good. And now, once again, 1, 2, 3. Sleep, going down deeper. That's right, you are doing just fine. These are going to be our volunteers tonight. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. You guys are doing wonderful. And on the count of 5, eyes open, feeling great. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, feeling wonderful, looking up at me. Everybody sit up, come on, sit up. How we doing? Guys? Come on. Go ahead, sit on up. How we doing? You guys doing good? How do you feel? Feels awesome, doesn't it? I haven't had a chance to introduce myself to you. My name is James. What's your name again? Chris. And sleep, going down deeper. That's right. What's your name, sir? Kristen, sleep, going down deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right. Doing just fine. And your name once again? Sam. How are you doing? Sleep, going down deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right. Now, don't you guys wish you volunteered to get up here now? And what was your name? Hi, Brooke. How are you? Sleep, going down even deeper. That's right. You're doing just fine. And your name? Hayden. Sleep, going down even deeper. And your name? Sorry? Heaven. What a wonderful name, Heaven. Look here. Sleep, going down deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right. You were doing just fine. And what was your name, sir? Nolan. Sleep, going down even deeper. That's right. You're doing just fine. Hi there. How are you doing? Sleep, going down even deeper. Each time you go down, you're going to go down 10 times deeper, 10 times more relaxed. And, oh, look at your hand. That's interesting. As you watch your hand, you're going to notice that it starts moving towards your face. I don't know what it is, if it's your face that's moving towards your hand or your hand moving towards your face. But you feel this magnetic draw as it gets closer and closer, closer and closer, closer and closer. And when your hand touches your face and you feel flesh touch flesh, you're going to drop into a deep, deep, wonderful state that we call hypnosis. I know you're trying to resist it, but the hand keeps getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And sleep, going down even deeper. That's right, he's doing just fine. And what's your name, sir? Well, how are you doing? Sleep, going down even deeper. Give them another big round of applause, everybody. All right, let's have some fun. We're going to be going on a wonderful trip to the beautiful islands of Hawaii. In a moment, I'm going to count to 5, and when I get to the number 5, you're going to be wide awake and alert. You're going to feel bright and happy. You're going to feel wonderful in every way. But the interesting thing is that we're going to be taking this wonderful trip to the beautiful islands of Hawaii. So on the count of 5, eyes open, wide awake. 1, 2, eyes open, wide awake. Now we're on that airplane. Go ahead and fasten your seatbelts. Everybody fasten your seatbelts. We're on this airplane. We're going to be getting ready to take off to the beautiful islands of Hawaii. That's right, you were doing fine. Now remember that if the gas mask comes down, or the oxygen mask comes down, make sure you put it on your face before you put it on the person next to you. And we're on this flight. It's really a wonderful trip. Feeling great in every way. And uh-oh, we're hitting some rough weather now. Well, we're hitting some other rough. We're hitting some really, really rough weather here. Uh-oh, the oxygen mask will come down. Better put them on. Put your oxygen mask on. And take a deep breath of that oxygen. Wait, who swapped the tank out and put laughing gas in the oxygen mask? Who put laughing gas in the oxygen mask? It's making you laugh uncontrollably. Just laughing. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, who put that laughing gas in the oxygen mask? That is just awful. This is the worst thing ever. Who put that? Oh, more of it's getting in the whole airplane and sleep. Going down deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. And now we've arrived in the beautiful islands of Hawaii. And I want you to go ahead and sit in a lounge chair as you sit there on the beach. You see how wonderful it is. And go ahead and pick out a nice lounge chair on the beach there. Stretch out. Go ahead and sit back in that lounge chair. Stretch out your legs. Good, everybody stretch out. Sitting up in your lounge chair. That's right. Feels so, so good. Boy, that sunshine feels really nice. You know, it's really important that you put suntan lotion on. Who needs suntan lotion? Just put your hand out and I'll give you some suntan lotion. Go ahead and put some suntan lotion on. Rub that all over your body. Make sure you got that suntan lotion all over you. There you go. You got some suntan lotion there. Rub it all over your body. Make sure you get it on your legs and your face. And In fact, you know, you might even want to help out the person seated next to you. Just go ahead and put some suntan lotion on their bodies too. Yeah, make sure you got it covered. Make sure it's on their face, on their arm. And that's right. The gentleman I'm touching right now, go ahead and just scooch over one seat to your right there. There you go. Perfect. That's right. You guys are doing just fine. Yeah, make sure you got that suntan lotion on. And oh boy, it's nice and hot out here. I'm kind of thirsty. It's getting warmer and warmer. My mouth is getting drier and drier. It's so dry. In fact, if you want a drink, something soft to drink, just put your hand out and I'll give you a soft drink. Here you go. Go ahead and take your soft drink there. Take a good swig of that soft drink. That'll part your mouth and take care of that. Go ahead and take that. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. And just the person I'm touching right now, what kind of a soft drink are you drinking? Oh, pina colada, man. Oh, he's drinking a pina colada. He's on the beach enjoying himself. And how about you? What kind of soft drink are you drinking? Oh, she's having a lemonade. And how about you, sir?
Baja Blast.
Oh, boy. What's the drinking age in this state? And what are you drinking? Oh, a Dr. Pepper. How good is that? How about you, young lady? Oh, she's having a nice glass of water. How about you? A what? Mellow Yellow. Oh, that's a good drink. And how about you, sir?
My
Your grandmother's what?
made pork chop.
Ooh, that sounds really tasty. And you're drinking what, sir?
Orange juice.
Orange juice. Oh, okay. And who spiked the drinks today? I know a couple of you have. There we go. Oh boy, it's like 150 proof rum in there. Boy, it's making you drunk. It's making you so drunk you probably can't even say your name. If you wanted to say your name, you couldn't say your name because you're kind of feeling more drunk than ever. In fact, if you try to say your name, you're just going to slur it out. By the way, what was your name again, sir? It was a rum. And how about your name, ma'am? All right, and boy, this is another bunch of booze. What's your name, sir? What was that? And how about your name? Okay. All right, well, boy, that's something else. None of you can even say your name. Boy, now it's getting really hot out. Oh, boy, it's getting like 95 degrees. The humidity is getting higher and higher. Oh, boy, you might want to even kind of fan yourself a little bit. Oh, my goodness, it's gone up over 100 degrees now. It's 110 degrees. Oh, it's getting stifling hot. You may even want to you don't want to take the clothes off, but if you got layers on, you may want to take some of it off. In fact, it's really getting hot. I mean, don't take your shirt off, you know. But oh boy, what are you wearing your shoes for on the beach? Take your shoes off and kick your shoes in the sand. All right, that's great. And yeah, take your socks off and kind of dig your feet into the sand. It feels really good. Uh-oh, there's sand fleas here. Oh. Itch. Oh, now your feet itch. Oh, it's itchy. And the only way to make one foot stop itching, you have to scratch the other foot. If you scratch one foot, then the other foot doesn't itch as much, but now you got to switch again because the other foot's itching. Oh, it's really itchy. Oh, you know what might help is if you take your sock and floss your toes. That might help. Grab a sock. If you don't have a sock, just grab someone else's sock. That's okay. Just grab a sock and start flossing your toes. That's right. Floss your toes. Itchy. Oh, it's so itchy. Yeah, just take the shoe off somebody. Just take that sock. There you go. And make sure you floss your toes really well with that. Oh, yeah. It is so itchy. And you know what? If you scratch your neighbor's foot, it'll make your foot feel less. So yeah, if you scratch your neighbor's foot, it'll feel less. In fact, if you scratch their foot high, you gotta lift their foot really high up. It'll make that itchy go away in your foot even better. That's right. And sleep, going down deeper. That's right. They're doing great. Give them a big round of applause. Hey, this is a great group. Give them another big round of applause. And now, 1, 2, wide awake, back on that beach, laying out. Feels really good. Feels good on that beach, doesn't it? Just kind of stretch out. And now the sun's kind of gone behind a cloud, so it's not as hot as it was. It's actually starting to cool down a little bit. It's starting to get really kind of chilly at this point. It's actually, the temperatures are coming down even lower. The lower, it's getting down into the 60s now. It's really kind of getting kind of cold. You might want to even cuddle up with the person next to you, because it's really getting really, really cold, cold, cold on that beach. It's getting colder and colder. It's down to the 30s. It's getting really, really cold. Cuddle up with the person next to you. Yeah, it's so cold. It's down in the 20s. It's freezing cold. And eyes open. What are you guys doing? Eyes open. What are you doing? What are you doing here? Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on? That's kind of it. Everything's normal. Everything's normal. Back to normal. It feels really good. Hey everybody, give them a big round of applause. That's interesting because I have the power of hypnosis in my finger. And all I have to do is touch your forehead. You're going to fall 10 times deeper, 10 times more relaxed. Sleep, going down deeper and deeper, deeper. That's right. And sleep, 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 sleep. Going down even deeper. That's right. You guys are doing fantastic. You're doing so well. Give them a big round of applause. Now we're going to be going to the movies. The movies are wonderful. This actually movie that we're going to be taking you to is one of the funniest movies you have ever seen. In fact, the more you hear the audience laugh, the funnier that movie is going to be. 1, 2, 3, at the movies. Oh, what are they doing over there? Oh my goodness, and of course, the more you laugh, the more they're gonna laugh. What kind of a movie is this? Oh no, what are you doing with that ladder? Uh-oh, that can't be good. Oh no, the ladder and the clown just can't be a good thing to happen here. And sleep, going down even deeper, that's right. In fact, in just a moment, I'm going to count to 5. When I get to 5, be wide awake and alert. You're going to feel wonderful in every way. And you're going to be back in that movie theater. But the weirdest thing that's going to happen is each and every time you hear me say the word popcorn, you're going to smell the worst smell you've ever smelled. It's going to be foul. It's going to be awful. I don't know what that person's eating, but that smell is coming from the person seated next to you. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, feeling great. Hey, how's everyone doing? We're back at that movie. And this is a funny, funny movie. And what's going on at that movie? In fact, I'm going to go out back and get some refreshments. Anybody care for some refreshments? I'm going to get some popcorn. Anybody care for some popcorn? Anybody want some popcorn? What's going on? I didn't make you throw up or anything, but boy, that smell, popcorn, oh, that smell. What's going on here, dude? What's happening?
I don't know what he did, but...
Where's it coming from? Just point. All right, what's going on over here, buddy?
I don't know.
What's the smell?
Ass.
Not a good smell. And now it's 100 times worse. Popcorn! Oh, boy, that's really, oh no, it's really awful. Oh my goodness gracious, that smell is just putrid. Oh, but hey, I can fix that. But you know, the weird thing is now you realize it's not coming from the person next to you, it's coming from you. Popcorn. Can we care for some popcorn? Okay, let's fix that. Everybody look up at me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to snap my fingers, and when I do that, smell is going to change. It's going to change from being a bad smell to being the best smell you've ever smelled. There you go. Now it turns into a nice smell. And it is coming from the person next to you. Oh boy, it's 100 times even better. In fact, if you smell the armpit, that's where it's coming from. That wonderful smell. Give it a good whiff. Yeah. That's a wonderful smell. Oh yeah, it smells so good. Oh wow, what's going on over here, guys? What's that smell? What do you smell, dude?
Oh, the person
And how about you? What smell do you smell?
man.
Oh, okay. How about you? Strawberries. How about you, sir?
Oranges.
How about you? Roses. Roses. Oh, that smell gets even better. Better. What was that smell you smelled? Flowers. And sleep going down even deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right. And in a moment, we're going to be back at that movie. That movie is going to be a wonderful, wonderful movie. Bear with me just a second. There we go. Okay, on the count of 3, we'll be back at that movie. 1, 2, 3. Here we are, back in the movies. But you know what? This isn't a funny movie. This is a sad movie. This is a movie about a little boy that lost his puppy dog. And you lost your puppy dog last week. Oh, it's so sad. This poor little puppy dog is missing. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, this is the saddest movie I've ever seen. It's so sad. Wait, look at the movie screen. Look at the movie screen. It looks like the puppy dog's come back in the movie, and so's yours. In fact, your puppy dog's sitting on the floor right in front of you. Go ahead and pick up your puppy dog. Pick it up, put it in your lap, give it a good hug and pet. Just pet your puppy dog. And sir, what's your puppy dog's name?
Flash.
Flash. How about you, sir? What's your puppy dog's name?
Odie.
Odie. And how about you, sir? What's your puppy dog's name?
Bob.
I had a cat named Bob once. What's your puppy dog's name? Ruger. Ruger. Oh, kind of like the gun? Ruger? Oh, that's cool. And how about you, sir?
Richard.
Richard. What an interesting name for a dog. And how about you, young lady? Miley? Marley. And how about you? Chip. Chip? Is Chip okay? You're happy that he's back, aren't you? Yeah, that's good. Keep petting Chip. And how about you? What's your dog's name? Buddy. And how about you? Georgia Bell. And keep petting your dog. And now your hands are stuck to the dog. In fact, you can't take your hands off of the dog. Try to shake it loose. You just can't shake it loose. What are you shaking loose? Oh, now it's got diarrhea. And so going down deeper, 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 deeper. That's right. Going all the way back down. That's right. Going all the way back down. That's right. You guys are doing just fine. And just sitting back in your chair and dropping down. That's right. Perfect. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. Now we're going to take a trip back in time. Not too far. We're just going to go back to the last semester. And it's the first semester of the year. And you forgot to do your homework. In a moment, I'm going to count to 3, and you'll be able to sit up in your chairs. And you're all students in high school. And it's the end of the semester. You have that big report that you're supposed to do, but you didn't do it. When I ask you where your homework is, you're going to have to come up with a really outrageous lie. What happened to it? And I'm not looking for anybody to tell me their dog ate their homework. That doesn't cut it with me. So on the count of 3, eyes open, feeling great, back in high school. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Okay, students, I'm glad that you were all here. You made it to class on time today. And I'm here to collect your homework. Do you have your homework, sir? What happened to your homework?
It ended up in the shredder.
Oh, well, that doesn't help with your class. How about you? Where's your homework?
I don't know.
Okay. And how about you? Where's your homework?
I didn't do it.
Why didn't you do it?
Oh, my grandpa had surgery.
Oh, Grandpa had surgery. Couldn't get your homework done. How about you, sir?
I had to watch Netflix.
Well, was it educational anyway?
No.
And how about you, young lady? Your homework's in Canada? How did it get to Canada? That's very good that they let her homework go to Canada. And how about you, sir?
Well, I was swimming in my river and, like, I had it with me, and then it wasn't with me.
Just kind of floated down the river. Is that right? Okay. And how about you? Her homework flew away. And how about you? Where's your homework?
Dude, you know my work was stolen. Someone just stole it and they turned it in because it was their work.
It was their work. That really, oh, that's terrible. Well, you'll have to tell me about who that is and we'll flunk that person later on. How about you? Where's your homework?
I broke my toe.
So you got a little jammed up? Toe jammed up? You guys don't know what toe jam is. That's the same from my childhood. How about you? Where's your homework?
I couldn't do it. My grandmother got diagnosed with mesothelioma.
Oh, that's not very good. She probably should have put more suntan lotion on, right? Yeah, that's right. And sleep, going down even deeper, deeper, deeper. Now we're going to go back even further in time. Let's all go back to when you were 5 years old. You were just starting kindergarten. And all the people you're seated next to are your friends in kindergarten. And I'm the evil substitute teacher. And when I count to 3, eyes open, feeling great in every way. But the strange thing is you're going to be in kindergarten. And I'm the evil substitute teacher. And when I address you, you're going to be little angels. Just sweet little angels. But anytime I turn my back, you're going to be the mischief children that you really are. You're going to make funny faces. You're going to really show your attitude about that substitute teacher. You might want to get your cell phones out and get some snapshots of this. It's going to be fun. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Hey kids, I'm your substitute teacher for today, and how are you guys all doing? You doing great? You doing good? How good are you?
Gooder than ever.
Gooder than ever. And how about you? Amazing. Boy, that's big language for a 5-year-old. How about you, sir? Yeah, you all feel good. It's so good that they feel good, you know. Now, what's going on here? Good. Little angels? You're all little angels? Oh yeah, look at her. What a sweetheart. She's a little angel. Oh yeah, they're really good kids. What's going on here? The problem with this is I never get to see what you're doing. Did you get out of your chair? Better not. Okay, all right. Don't get out of your chair. And smile. What are you doing? Okay, they're really tricking me. Some of that had cell phones, so they didn't want to get caught. Sleep, going down deeper, 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 deeper. That's right. You're good. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. All right, let's have some fun here. In a moment, I'm going to count to 5. When I get to 5, eyes open, wide awake, feeling wonderful in every way. The really cool thing is that as a prom night special, we're going to award you all with your dream car. Yep, this is your car. It might be a truck, might be a sports car, but it's going to be your dream car. So on the count of 3, if you want your keys, go ahead and put your hands out. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, sitting up. You want keys to your dream car? Here you go. Take your keys, go ahead and grab those keys, and go ahead and put them in ignition. Get ready to start up your engines. Go ahead and start your engines. All right, it feels really, really good. That's a beautiful car. Hey, dude, what kind of car are you driving?
Sports car.
All right, what kind?
Ferrari.
Ooh, he's got a Ferrari. How about you, young lady? Mustang. How about you, young lady?
Dodge Charger.
Ooh, she's got a Charger. How about you, dude?
Lambo.
Ooh, Lamborghini. How about you?
58 Chevrolet.
All right, Heaven knows his cars. All right, how about you, sir?
Lambo.
Oh, another Lambo. And you?
Lambo.
A Lambo. Boy, Lamborghinis are popular in North Dakota. How about you, sir?
Camaro.
Camaro. I had one of those at one time. How about you?
Dirty Max.
A what?
Dirty Max.
30 Max. Okay. Hey, let's go ahead and pull on out, drive into town. And as you pull up to the stop sign there, you see some of your friends. Wave to your friends. Show off your new car, man. Wow, hey guys. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got your new car. Let's go ahead. The lights change. Let's go through that intersection. We're driving along. Now we're on the road. I don't see any cars anywhere, frontwards or backwards. Let's kind of open this bugger up, man. Let's get it going. We're going 55 miles an hour. Wow, now we're up to 65 miles an hour. We're actually really flying. We're going 75 miles an hour. We're coming up to a right turn, right turn, right turn, right, 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 left, going up that hill, and down hill, up, down. Now we're cruising along. We're going 110 miles an hour. We were just flying. We were just going. Hey, was that your parents? Did you just pass? Oh no, that was your parents. Oh boy. Uh-oh. And what's that? Uh-oh, police car. You better pull over. You better pull over. All right. Now in a moment, I'm going to come over and I'm going to ask you why you were speeding. And when I do, you have to tell me the best reason why you were speeding, because this is a $500 speeding ticket. In fact, if you get one more speeding ticket like this, you will not be able to drive. All right, and sir, what is it? Why were you going 110 miles an hour?
Because I'm brown.
Sleep. That was a class. Sir, why were you speeding? Mr. President needed you? Anyone here? Sleep. Going down even deeper. And why were you speeding?
No, excuse me, I just took me to take me in.
No excuse? No excuse? Oh, okay, well, I'm going to let you fester in that for just a moment. And why were you speeding? You got to get your cat? Okay, well, I'm a cat lover too, so I can understand that. And how about you? Why were you speeding?
Well, this is a long story. Okay? Well, I was going fast, okay? And there was a right turn, and I saw a sweet antelope that was running. And I had to turn. And,
So you got the antelope? You did? Okay, but you almost got it. Okay, and how about you? What? You're having a baby? Oh, congratulations. Well, let me help you. Do you need an escort? You're okay. Okay, all right. Well, good one. I hope you name it after me. So, and how about you? Why are you?
Sorry, you thought I could get away.
You're beat the man. Okay, I got that. How about you? Why were you speeding?
I just want to see how fast we go.
How fast did you go?
Wow, really fast.
Really, really fast. And how about you, sir?
Fuck the police. Fuck the police.
Look at me. That's $1,000 fine to you. Give me your hand. Sleep. Right down here. You burn that. And how about you? Why were you speeding?
On the way to the vet.
On the way to the bed? With a sick animal?
C-section.
All right, and sleep. Everybody going down deeper, deeper, deeper. Give a big round of applause. That was some pretty good excuses there. I'm going to have to remember some of those. Yeah, you're still really upset, aren't you? Okay, looking up at me. Sleep, going down even deeper. That's right. That's right. Give them another big round of applause. I have to go. So in a moment, I'm going to come around and I'm going to talk to some of you. Let's do this beforehand. The really cool thing is that you guys have been such good volunteers and put up with so much stuff with me tonight that I want to award you all. So everybody sit up in your chairs. Go ahead and sit up. Sitting up in your chairs, and I want to give each one of you some money. In fact, I have $100 bills. So if you want a $100 bill, just put your hand out. But before I give it to you, you need to understand one thing, is that we got word from security is that there's a known pickpocket in the room. So if I give you a $100 bill, you don't want that pickpocket to see where you put that money. You want to stash it somewhere where nobody can see it. There's a $100 bill for you, there's a $100 bill for you. You want to hide it where nobody can find it. There's a $100 bill for you, there's a $100 bill for you. Here's a $100 bill for you, a $100 bill for you. Now hide that somewhere where nobody will find it. Hide that $100 bill. Here's a $100 bill for you. Hide it, hide it. Hide that $100 bill, and there you go. Here's a $100 bill. And now, who didn't get a $100 bill? Get a $100 bill. Lift your hand up, and I'll give you a $100 bill. Anybody not get a $100 bill? Yeah. Okay. Here's a $100 bill for you. Anybody else didn't get a $100? Oh, here's a $100 bill for you, and here's a $100 bill for you. Did I miss anybody? Go ahead and hide that somewhere where nobody will find it. Here's a $100 bill for you, and here's a $100 bill for you. Here's a $100 bill for you, and for you. Make sure you hide these bills somewhere where nobody will find it. And here's a $100 bill for you. Did you not get a $100 bill? Oh, you did get a $100 bill. Hide it somewhere really, really good. And by the way, if you've ever pickpocketed, I mean not pickpocketed, if you've ever shoplifted, I'll give you a $100 bill. So if you lift your hand up, I'll give you a $100 bill. If you've ever shoplifted, here you go, $100 bill for you. Hide that somewhere. And there's a $100 bill for you, a $100 bill for you, and a $100 bill for you, and a $100 bill for you. And now, if you ever going to shoplift again, I'll give you a $100 bill. Here's a $100 bill for you, and here's one for you, and here's one for you. Anybody else? Here's one for you. If you're going to shoplift again, I'll give you a $100 bill. There you go. And here's a $100 bill. Make sure and don't put them all in the same spot. You want to move them around. You want to move your money from one place to another. So you're going to move that money from one place to another. And if you ever borrowed something from a friend and not returned it, if you borrow something from a friend, I'll give you a $100 bill. Yep, there you go, $100 bill for you, $100 bill for you, $100 bill for you. There's one for you. There's one for you. There you go. Here you go. There you go. And oh, wait, I got more $100 bills here somewhere. There's a $100 bill for you, and there's a $100 bill. And you know, if you're gonna maybe, who thinks they may borrow something from a friend and not return it? Oh, here's a $100 bill for you. There's one for you, and here's one for you. Were you gonna do that? No, you're good. There you go. Make sure you hide these in a good place. And there you go. There you go. And there you go. All right, there you go. You got that money nice and hidden. Uh-oh, they turned to cockroaches. That's not money, they're cockroaches. And sleep, going down deeper, deeper. That's right. Going back down, deeply. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. Okay, we got a couple people laying on the ground. This is going to be pretty comfortable. Okay. The person I'm touching right now, and only the person I'm touching right now, from this point forward in the show, I'm assigning you a very, very important task. You are the laughter police. That means that you're an officer of the law. And if you hear anybody laugh from this point forward in the show, you're going to want to stand up, point your finger at it, and say, "Shut up!" because it's not good for them to be laughing, because it's a health issue. If you understand, just nod your head for me. That's right, you are the laughter police. And the gentleman I'm touching right now, and only the gentleman I'm touching right now, actually this gentleman and this gentleman, these two gentlemen, each and every time you hear me say my name, James Dayley, you're going to stand up, slap your butt, and say, "Who's your daddy?" And the person I'm touching right now, and the person I'm touching right now, whenever you hear anybody stand up, pat their bum and say, "Who's your daddy?" you're going to stand up and say, "I'm your daddy." And the person I'm touching right now, each and every time you hear somebody say, "I'm your daddy," you're going to stand up and say, "I'm your father." Just like Darth Vader. If you understand what I'm saying, nod your head. That's right. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Feeling great, feeling wonderful in every way. How are you guys doing? Hey, what happened over here, dude? Let me give you a hand. Yeah, what happened, man? Get back up and go ahead and have a seat in your chair. Whatever you do, don't laugh. No, stay in your chair. Sorry, give you a hand. All right, sit in that chair. How you guys doing? Doing good? That's nice. And I don't know if I actually did the proper introduction, but one thing that you can do is you can go to my website at the end of the show. My name is James Dayley. You can just go to James.
Who's your daddy?
You know this is like against everything, right? This is a health and stop! Health issue! Stop! I'm not gonna ask any. Oh my Stop! Jesus! I don't get paid enough for this!
Hey dude, it's okay for, and as I was saying earlier, you can go to my website. It's www.jamesdayley.com.
Who's your daddy?
It's you, isn't it?
I'm your father.
It's you, isn't it?
Again, my name is James Dayley.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? I'm your father.
I swear.
Okay, everybody sit down. This is out of hand. Looking up here. Sleep. Going down deeper, deeper, deeper. Now in a moment, something really weird is going to happen. I'm going to ask several of you to come up to the microphone and tell me your name. But the weird thing is that when you stand up from your chair, your name is going to remain in your chair. Kind of like when you were kids and you ran into an old friend that you haven't seen in a while, and you just try to remember the name, but the more you try to remember their name, the more difficult it is for you to remember their name. In fact, you just simply cannot remember their name. The harder you try, the more difficult it's going to be to remember your own name. And if somebody forgets their name, you're going to find that's the funniest thing in the world. You're just going to crack up laughing. If somebody can't remember a simple thing like their name, you're just going to laugh and laugh and laugh. That's right. So once you stand up from your seat, you're not going to remember your name. The person I'm touching right now, each and every time you hear me say the word hypnosis, or actually, I take that back. Each and every time you hear me say the word microphone, as in I'm saying come up to the microphone, you're going to feel a cut on your face. It's not going to hurt, but you're going to feel that you're starting to bleed. And the only way to fix that is by coming up to me, the hypnotist, and asking for a Band-Aid. You're going to want to put that Band-Aid on your face to stop the bleeding. You understand what I'm saying? Nod your head for me. That's right. So remember that your name's going to remain in your seat. You will not be able to remember your name until you sit down. The person I'm touching right now, and only the person I'm touching right now, each and every time you see me touch my forehead, or touch the brim of my hat, you're going to get the worst case of the jock itch. It's going to be so bad. It's going to just itch. And each time you hear me say hypnosis, it's going to itch even more. You understand what I'm saying? Nod your head for me. That's right. And the person I'm touching right now, each and every time you hear me say the word hypnosis, your belly button is going to disappear. It's just going to fall off. You're going to lose your belly button. It's going to fall on the ground or something in front of you. In fact, the person I'm touching right now and the person I'm touching right now, your belly buttons are going to disappear each and every time I say the word hypnosis. You're not going to make a big deal about it. You're just going to pick it up and put it back on. The person I'm touching right now, you speak Chinese. In fact, the only thing you speak is Chinese. And you understand it completely. So whenever you want to talk, you're going to just... From this point forward, whenever you speak, it's going to be Chinese. This young lady that I'm touching right now and this young lady I'm touching right now, you are incredible singers. In fact, you no longer speak like everybody else. Every time you speak, you're going to speak in sing-song. Everything you speak is going to be in the song format from this point forward. And 1, 2, 3, eyes open, feeling great, feeling wonderful in every way. How you guys doing? Feels good, doesn't it? It feels really, really good, doesn't it? Yeah. You enjoying this? Enjoying the show? It is a really good show tonight. And so how do you like hypnosis? What's that? Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree. How you doing? Would you like to come up to the microphone? Come on up to the microphone. And what is your name? Oh, hold on one second. Let me get some Band-Aids here. Got that? All right. And I'm sorry, your name once again? Evan. Okay, you can go back to your seat there. And how about you? Come on up to the microphone. What's your name?
Need a Band-Aid.
Sorry. There you go. Okay, and what was your name? You don't remember your own name? That's kind of weird. You don't remember your own name? Okay, the weird thing is if it comes back to you, just lift your hand up, okay? So you can go back to your seat. And how about you come up to the microphone? And what's your name?
Hank? I need another Band-Aid.
All right, and what was your name, sir?
Hank.
And what part of China are you from?
Hank.
You can go ahead and have a seat again. Sure, come on up to the microphone. What's your name?
I need another one.
Boy, I tell you, it's really been... Yeah, come on up to the microphone. What's your name?
Hey, I need one more.
Come on up to the microphone here. And what's your name? And what was your name? You don't know your own name? Okay, well, if it comes back to you, go ahead and lift your hand up, okay? Sure, come on up to the microphone. What's the matter? Okay, and... Oh. Sure, come on up. What's the matter? What's your name?
Alexis?
Alexis, that's your name. Come over here, come. What was it?
I don't know. I don't know.
You don't remember your own name? Well, that's kind of funny, isn't it? Okay, come on up.
Dude, I just had it.
Take that when that happens. Go ahead, have a seat. Have a seat. Oh, you guys think that's funny? You think that's funny? You think that's funny? And now your name's completely gone. What's your name? Okay, look at me. Sleep. And deeper, deeper, deeper. From this point forward, your name is Peter DeLos LaFleur. And if anybody ever asks your name, you just say, my name's Peter DeLos LaFleur, and I fell in a pile of manure. Quick as a wink, I began to stink. I'm Peter DeLos LaFleur. You understand what I'm saying? Nod your head for me. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. All right, why don't you come on up here to the microphone? Oh.
Sir.
Okay, take that one. I think it's two. That's a big one, eh? And sir, what's your name?
My name is Peter DeLos LaFleur.
Peter DeLos LaFleur. Oh, okay. And what happened?
Fell in a pile of manure.
And quick as a wink.
That too.
Okay, you began to stand. This is Peter DeLos LaFleur. Okay, have a seat. Give him a big round of applause. And sleep. Going down deeper, deeper, deeper. Give them another big, huge round of applause, everybody. Young lady I'm touching right now, eyes open, sitting up. Do you have a celebrity crush? And who do you have it on?
His name's Corey Haim.
Corey Haim? Okay. And sleep, going down deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right. And the young lady I'm touching right now, and only the person I'm touching right now, I ask you to sit up here in just a minute. And from this point forward, you are Corey Haim. And everything that you are Corey Haim. The person I'm touching right now, I'm going to count to 5, and when I get to 5, your eyes are going to open, you're going to feel wonderful in every way, and you're going to realize that the person seated next to you is your celebrity crush. Eyes open, feeling good. Eyes open, feeling good. Feels good. Hey, how you guys doing? What's happening here? Why don't you sit up in your chair? Check it out. It's sitting right next to you. Go ahead, sit up in your chair. Want to see something really cool? Give me your hand. Look at me. Sleep. Going down deeper, deeper, deeper. Right here. Go ahead, hold on to it. Hold on to it. Who is it? And what's going on here? Is that Corey Haim? Oh, what? Don't let him fall out of the chair. He's feeling kind of sick. Just kind of hold on to him there and just kind of cradle him. Is she with anyone in particular that maybe has a camera and wants to get a picture of this? Come on, you want a picture of yourself, Corey?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, I'll get my phone out here. We'll get a good snapshot. All right. Oh, that is awesome. Put your arm. Go ahead. He's asleep. He's all gone. Kind of show some affection to Corey. I think my batteries are burning low. Okay, I'm going to take a picture. Smile for the camera. Smile. All right. And you might want to even give him a little kiss on the head. That's right. It feels so, so good. And sleep, going down deeper, deeper. Give them all a big round of applause. Should we kick this up a notch?
Yes.
Okay. You guys ready to really rock this out? I usually save this for the finale, but let's do this. In a moment, I'm going to count to 5. When I get to 5, eyes open, feeling great, feeling wonderful in every way. I want everybody seated up on your chairs. And I'm going to ask you to come up to the microphone. And when I do, I want you to think about this because this is a very special weekend. Marvel Comics have released their latest movie, but they're getting ready for the next in the series of Marvel Comics. And you are a superhero. In fact, you have a superpower like no other superhero has ever had. So when I ask you to come up to the microphone, I'm going to ask you what your superpower is, and you're going to tell me not only what your superpower is, but what your super name is. One, two, three, eyes open, feeling great. Hey you guys, how you doing? Alright, sir, would you mind coming up to the microphone here? And what's your superpower? God. Well, I guess I don't need to ask your name, but what's your name? Okay, have a seat, God. Nice meeting you. Always wanted to meet you in person. And sir, you can come up to the microphone. What's your superpower?
I like to swim.
You like to swim. That's good. And what's your superpower name? Mr. Swimming. Oh, okay. Have a seat, Mr. Swimming. And what's your superpower name? Come up here. What is it? Super Sam. And what's your power? You can fly? All right, Super Sam, have a seat. And come on up. What's your superpower? Work the best? And what's your power? She's invisible. No wonder I couldn't hear her. Her voice is invisible too. All right, have a seat. That's a good one. Come on up here, sir. What's your superpower?
You can count super fast things.
What's your superpower name?
Sir Countron.
Sir Countron. That's a good one. Go ahead and have a seat. And? What is it? Wonder Love. And what's your power? Wow, she knows who they're going to wind up with in their love life. I wish I knew that before my third marriage. Have a seat. And how about you, sir? You build forts? Cool. And what's your superpower name?
John Wick.
He's kind of a destroyer too, but anyway. And your name?
Water.
What's that?
Water girl.
Water Girl. And what's your power?
Control water.
She can control water. Boy, there's a film that came out recently and things like that. How about you? Teleport. That's awesome. And what's your power name? Teleporter. And finally, last but not least,
Mind reader.
a mind reader. That's a superpower. And what's your power name?
Controller.
Controller. Oh, that's good. And sleep. Everyone going down deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right. You guys are doing this great. Now, in a moment, I want everybody to realize that I want everybody in the audience to remember the numbers 3, 5, 7. 3, 5, 7 are very important. For all the volunteers, the numbers 3, 5, 7 are everything to you. In fact, if I ask you to count from 1 to 10, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and just continue. So from this point forward, the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You understand what I'm saying? Nod your heads for me. That's right. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, feeling great, feeling wonderful in every way. Hey, how you guys doing? It feels good, doesn't it, being hypnotized? And who hasn't really had an opportunity to come up and talk to me much? How about you? How's your face feeling? Any better? Yeah, come on up, sir. How you doing? Now, what was your superpower name?
John Wick.
John Wick, that's right. You were the numbers guy, right? Why don't you have a seat? I want to talk to this guy for a second. So you're a super fast counter, is that right? Good. Right. Hold, sort of count 10, right? Hold both hands out. And let's just count out loud so everybody can hear. I'm going to put the microphone here. Just count your fingers.
1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Wait, how many fingers do you have?
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Well, you're a super power counter, right? Okay, let's try that one more time.
1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You have 12 fingers? How long have you had 12 fingers? That's kind of unusual. Who's got 12 fingers?
1, 2, 3, 5, 7.
Go ahead and have a seat, Mr. Super Counter. Okay, that's interesting. And, how about you, sir? Come on up here. Hold your hands out. How many fingers do you have? Don't count, but how many fingers do you have? Yeah, you have 10. That's normal, right? Go ahead and hold your hands up. Let's see. And go ahead and count them. I'm confused. Let's try that one more time. How'd you get 12 fingers? That's where go ahead and have a seat. How many toes do you got? 12. How many fingers you got? What's going on up here in North Dakota? Everybody got 12 numbers? 12 fingers? How many fingers do you got, dude? Okay. When you look at them, you got 12. And what happens when you look at my forehead? You get what? A little itchy?
Yeah.
No, that's not comfortable, is it?
It's not.
Oh man, that's awful. And by the way, my name is James Dayley, if I didn't say that earlier.
Who's your daddy?
I'm your dad.
And thanks for coming to the show. By the way, you guys went to my website, jamesdayley.com, right?
Who's your daddy?
I'm your daddy.
I'm your father.
Okay, have a seat. And, can you hang on? Oh, there you go. And come on up here. What was your name? And you think that's funny, don't you? And what was your name?
Sam?
Sam. Okay, come over here and tell everybody your name. Be proud. What's your name? Okay, have a seat. Have a seat. Okay, and sleep. Going down deeper, deeper, deeper. Okay, in a moment, and should have really not notched this up, on a scale of super crazy to not so crazy, give me a round of applause. Okay, I know what we're going to do. Okay, in just a moment, I'm going to count to 5. When I get to the number 5, you're going to be wide awake and alert. You're going to feel wonderful in every way. The strangest thing that's going to happen is that when I count to 5, you're going to be wide awake and alert. You're going to feel wonderful. You're going to feel better than you have in quite some time. You're going to feel really fantastic. But the strange thing is that when I turn my back to you, you're going to notice the back of my clothes fall off. And I'm standing butt naked in front of you, and I got the hairiest, nasty-looking butt you've ever seen. If you understand what I'm saying, nod your heads. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, feeling great. Hey, it feels good, doesn't it? Isn't hypnosis just one of the coolest things? It feels really, really wonderful, doesn't it? Okay, and I'm so glad that they're happy about this. Oh, hey, you okay? Hey, dude.
I need some bleach.
And what's going on? Oh wait, who left some money on the floor over here? Hey, dude, what are you doing, man? You're throwing stuff at me. Hey, you guys okay over here? Oh, whose shoes are these over here? All right. All right. What's happening over? Wait, what is this? There's paper towels. There's all kinds of things over here. Are you guys okay? Oh, I know. Something nasty just happened. Oh boy.
I saw one testicle.
He saw a testicle. I don't know why. Okay, hey, wait. I can fix this. When I turn around, the back of my clothes will be back to normal. Would that be okay? You guys happy with that? Okay, so when I turn around, my clothes will be back. Everything will be normal. Everything will be okay. So everything's all right? But the weird thing is now the front of my clothes have disappeared. And I've got the biggest male organ you have ever seen. So how are you doing tonight? Hey, how you guys doing, man? Hey, what's happening, man? Hey, what's happening? What's happening, guy? Hey, what's up, man? He thought his snake was big, right? It's like, wow, you see that? I mean, incredible. And sleep, going down deeper. Sleep. Now, when I count to 5, your eyes are open, you're going to feel wonderful in every way. But everybody in the audience are going to be sitting there in underpants. All the girls are in itty-bitty, teeny-weeny, pink-a-dot bikinis. All the guys are in boxer shorts, and they're the funniest looking boxer shorts you've ever seen. 1, 2, 3, eyes open. Wow, woohoo! What's going on here? What's happening up here? You can't even imagine. Well, I hope nobody gets up and starts dancing or anything like that. That would be kind of embarrassing. And you know what? And the weirdest thing is now you realize that you're sitting up there naked. Oh boy, you're completely naked in front of everybody. Oh my goodness, what are you guys doing up here? But you know what? You're actually kind of proud of your bodies. Your bodies have never looked so good. Oh yeah, you're looking good. That's right. It feels really nice. That's right. You guys are doing fantastic. And sleep, going down even deeper. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you want to go. I've got time to continue here. Shall I? Okay.
Yes.
I want to teach you guys a really cool magic trick. This is really neat. Oh, don't let me forget this one. I've got one of the coolest magic tricks in the world, and I have a magic wand around here somewhere. What we're going to do is I'm just going to do this. This is in the years that I've traveled around learning magic in all its forms. One of the coolest things that I've discovered is that this hat is actually a magic hat. That when I take my hat off and if I put it on backwards, I completely disappear. I become the invisible hypnotist. You'll be able to hear what I'm saying, but you just simply can't see it. And from this point forward, anything that I say becomes your instant truth the moment I say it. 1, 2, 3, eyes open, feeling great. Hey guys, how you doing? Now I want to show you a really cool magic trick. Check this out. Isn't that weird? I mean, you can isn't that the strangest thing? Where's the hypnotist?
Somebody put something in my drink.
This is really bizarre. Hey, check it out. Hey guys, what's up? I'm back. Isn't that the strangest thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's really weird. When I put the hat on this way, something really strange happens.
Fuck is wrong with you?
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Is that cool? Here, check it out, dude.
What? Where'd he go?
What was in those birds?
Hey, my double chip.
Hey, I'm back. How you guys doing? Isn't that really strange? The hat goes on the one way and you can see me, and it goes on the other way.
Where'd you go?
Is that the coolest magic trick? It took me a long, long time to figure that one out.
Are you touching me?
Yeah, back of your neck. Yeah, that was me. Sleep, going down deeper, deeper, and deeper. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to count to 5. When I get to 5, I want to introduce you to my hypno monkey. This is my zombie monkey. And anything the zombie monkey does, you're going to do the exact same thing. 1, 2, 3. Everyone's sitting up in your chair, looking up at me. Hey, I want to introduce you to my monkey friend here. This is my funny monkey. He's kind of cool, isn't it? So why don't everybody stand up for me? And now check it out. Okay, you guys ready for some fun? Here we go. That wasn't quite expected, but that's okay. And here, one more extra. See the monkey? Here, check it out. Anybody want to check out the monkey?
I'm not sitting down.
You never felt that before? It's like pink, pink, pink. Okay, everyone have a seat. Go ahead and have a seat. And sleep. Going down deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right. Now in a moment, I'm going to kind of bring things up to a wrap for the volunteers up front. I want you just to sit back and relax and feel comfortable. Now in a moment, I'm going to ask them to go back to their seats, but I'm going to leave them in the state of hypnosis. So let them go back up to the audience here, sit down. Don't poke them, disturb them, because I'm going to give them all some additional hypnotic suggestions here. So the two gentlemen I'm touching right now, each and every time you hear me say the word hypnosis, you're going to stand up and you're going to yell, "James Dayley is the best hypnotist in the world." That's right. Just these two gentlemen, each and every time you hear me say the word hypnosis, you're going to stand up and say, "James Dayley is the best hypnotist in the world." The person I'm touching right now, and only the person I'm touching right now, you are going to be the world famous shoe thief. It's your job to steal shoes and hide them where nobody will find them. The person I'm touching right now, each and every time you hear me say the word hypnosis, you're going to get this uncontrollable urge to come up and tell me a joke. You're going to want to borrow the microphone and you want to tell your favorite joke. The only thing is when you get to the punchline, you're going to forget the punchline. The harder you try to remember it, you're just not going to remember that punchline. All of the women up here as the volunteers, whenever you hear me say the word hypnosis, you're going to notice that every guy in the room has red nail polish on. And it's going to make you laugh. You're going to think it's really weird that everybody has red nail polish on it. And once you start laughing at some dude's nail polish being red, you're going to realize you have the hairiest hands of all time. You've got very, very hairy hands. And the person I'm touching right now, you are the new 007. Each time you hear the James Bond theme, you're going to get up and you're going to start looking around the room because Blofeld is here somewhere. You need to find it. So each and every time you hear the James Bond theme, you're going to get up and run around and find Blofeld. You're not going to get violent because you're a super spy. And everybody else, remember that whenever I say the word hypnosis, you're going to notice that your belly buttons disappear. They just fall off. You're going to pick them up and put them back on. Not make a big deal out of it, but you're going to just pick up your belly buttons and put them back on. And on the count of 5, eyes open. 1, 2, 3. Eyes open. Feeling great. How you guys feel? It feels kind of good, doesn't it? Waking up, kind of stretch out. Feels good. Okay, well, it's been fun. You guys can go back to your seats now. Give them all a big round of applause.
What did my others shoot?
I don't worry about that stuff. We'll get those in a minute for you, okay? Just kind of hold on to them. Well, it's been a fun night. I'm really thankful that you guys invited me up here, and I am really, really glad that you guys have invited me up here. It's such an honor for me to be able to spend time with you as you're finishing your school years. You know, they didn't do hypnosis shows when I was a kid.
What's the difference between a chicken coop and a chicken incident?
All right, and so hypnosis is really a wonderful, wonderful thing. Oh, you got something for me?
Why don't they call it chicken coop a chicken incident?
I don't know why. Last comic stand here. Okay. All right. That's cool. That was interesting. Bear with me just a second. I don't have it here, but ba-da-da-da-da-da. What's up, dude? So, did you guys enjoy the hypnosis show tonight? Yeah.
Why do they call it chicken coop a chicken coop? Because chicken coop.
We'll try that again. Now, by the way, I have recorded tonight's hypnosis show, and
Chicken coop is New York, right? Yeah. Why don't they call it something else? I don't know.
so as I was saying, this whole program tonight has been recorded for you. So if you would like to see it, it'll take me a day or two to get it put online, but I do have some cards here, and I'd be more than happy for you all to come up and grab one of these. If you want, you can just text the word Spoonbender to the number 38470, and you'll get a text back from me, and that will tell you where you can 007. Ba-da, ba-da, da-da, da-da, da-da. Hey guys, what's going on? Come on. Come on back. Okay. So as I mentioned, all you have to do is text the word spoonbender to 38470, and you'll get a text back from me giving you a link where you can go online and watch tonight's show absolutely free. If you want to download it, in a week or two I'll put a version upline that you can actually download and print out for yourself, but you guys can all enjoy this, share it with your friends. It's really so fun doing a hypnosis show for all of you. What happened, man?
It's okay.
Okay, chicken coop, right?
Yeah, chicken coop, 2 doors,
Yep. Okay.
front door, back door, side door.
Okay. So that's 2 doors, right? Okay. The only reason it's called a chicken coop is because of the 2 doors, right?
I get it.
Okay, well, there's
Give him a big round of applause. And all the volunteers, I'd like you to all come back up here for a second. Grab your seats. Well, I didn't mean to grab the seats. Just have a seat. I mean, sit down on your seats. Yeah, sit down on your seats. And did you enjoy the hypnosis show tonight?
fuck me! I don't fucking know!
You got a problem going on over there, dude?
I don't know if it's medical or genetic, but my belly button keeps on falling off my fucking belly. And it's like,
Your belly button keeps disappearing on you?
fucking no!
That's the strangest thing that's ever happened at a hypnosis show.
It must.
A chicken coop has 2 doors on the side. It's over here. It's chicken coop. Okay. So, okay. It has 2 doors, and it's chicken coop. And it's the reason it's a chicken coop. It holds chickens. But it's okay. It's let me.
Okay. As soon as you remember it, let me know. Does anyone know the joke he's trying to tell us? I don't know any chicken jokes either. You know, the funny thing is everyone says when you hypnotize me, you're going to make me look like a chicken. You know what noise a chicken makes when it clucks? Nobody? So you guys aren't going to be hypnotized even if I tried to make you cluck like a chicken. All right, so thank you so much. So once again, if you want to see this tonight's hypnosis show, all you've got to do is just go.
Chicken coop. Chicken coop. It has 2 doors on the sides. It's over here. No, okay. It has doors. 2 of them because it's just chicken coop.
What's happening over here?
I think they have the same medical disorder I do.
That's the. What's happening? I mean, this is the strangest thing that's ever happened at a hypnosis show I've ever seen.
Fuck!
I think you lost your belly button. Wait, there's one over here.
Hey, chicken coop. It has 2 doors. Hey! Yeah, well, a chicken coop has 2 doors. It has chickens in it, and it's has
That's right. And sleep, going down deeper, deeper, deeper. That's right, you guys are doing great. Now, I'm going to go ahead and conclude the show with this. These guys have been great. Give them all a big round of applause. In a moment, I'm going to count all the way up from 1 to 5. And when I get to the number 5, you're going to be wide awake and alert. You're going to feel wonderful in every way. But something I always like to leave with all my clients and customers and volunteers is I want to leave one very important suggestion. Now, when you leave the room, as long as you're in on these wood floors in here, hypnosis is just non-existent. In fact, the show didn't take place. You kind of wish that it did, but it really didn't work. You're not going to remember ever being hypnotized. But anytime in the future, if you ever go to another hypnosis show, if you're ever invited to one, you're going to realize that you are the stars of the show and that you can be a wonderful candidate for hypnosis. But as long as you're in this auditorium, on the wood floors, hypnosis is not real, doesn't happen, never happened. As soon as you walk out the doors, everything's going to come back to you. You're going to remember all the wonderful skits that you did. You're going to realize how powerful your mind is and how you're able to focus above and beyond the normal person. Because really, it takes more intelligence to be hypnotized. A lot of people think you need to be weak-willed, and it's not true at all. In fact, the smarter you are, the deeper you go into hypnosis and the faster you go. I love that statement because all my hypnotist friends tell me I go in really fast. So, right now, this is the important suggestion. This is one that's coming from the most important person, and that's you. I want you to think about your goals, think about things in your life that you want to either accomplish or things that you want to get rid of. Perhaps you want to exercise more, or you want to eat better, you want to study harder, you want to achieve your goals. What I want you to do is right now, laser focus your attention internally on a goal that is important to you. It's either something that you want to improve on your life or something that you want to get rid of. Maybe you want to lose weight, or maybe you want to just be a better student and fulfill your goals. So what I'd like you to do in the next few days is in your early morning dreams, vent out any issues that are preventing you from achieving that special important goal that you're thinking about in your mind right now. I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I get to the number 5, you're going to be wide awake and alert. You're going to feel wonderful in every way. You're going to feel as if you woke up from a 5-hour nap and a 2-hour massage. You're going to feel energized. You're going to feel fantastic in every way. And in the weeks coming up, in your early morning dreams, you're going to vent out all of the issues that are preventing you from achieving the goal that you're now focusing your attention on. So with a nod of your head, I want you all to acknowledge to me that you have a goal. You have something in your mind. Go ahead and nod your head now. That's right. You guys are fantastic. Remember, from this point forward, you are the superstars. And when you see your friends and they come up and talk to you, you're not going to remember hypnosis until you walk out this door. As soon as you walk out the door, everything's going to come back and you're going to remember how powerful your mind is. Taking a deep breath in. As we come up to 0, we lock in that suggestion. Now all of the other suggestions that I've given you, the numbers will come back, your names will come back, your belly buttons will be back. Everything will be back to normal. At 1, taking another deep breath in, starting to realize where you are and where you placed your body. 2, starting to feel happiness move up through the floor, right up into the chair and into your body. At 3, a smile starts to grow on your face. And it continues to grow. It becomes contagious, like when we were kids. The more you try not to smile, the bigger that smile gets. At 4, the smile becomes more and more contagious. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. Wakey, wakey. Hey guy, what's up, man? Taking a nap, Butmus? Yeah, here. Here, let me give you a hand up, man. There you go. Ah, there you go. All right, hey, guys, go ahead and have a seat. So, you know, sometimes hypnosis really works. Sometimes it doesn't. How long have you been up here tonight?
Got here like...
I mean, how long have you been sitting up here? 5 minutes? About how long for you?
5 minutes.
Yeah. So, you know, I'm sorry, but sometimes hypnosis works, and it works really well. How long have you been up here? A couple minutes. Well, yeah, sometimes it really works, sometimes it doesn't, so bless you. I guess you guys can go back to your seats. Thank you so much. Well, give them a big round of applause. It was a good effort. Tried to make it happen. And sometimes hypnosis shows really work, sometimes they don't. But once again, give them all a big round of applause, and don't forget to get up and tell everybody what a great job they did. And thank you so much. Again, my name is James Dayley. come on up and get one of these cards, and I'd be more than happy to give you the information where you can download it. Did you want to get up and talk to anybody? Okay. Hey, I'm going to be around for a while. I'm kind of stuck here because I got a flight at 5 a.m., so I'm going to just leave straight from here, going right there. If you have any questions about hypnosis or any of the magic or spoon bending, any of that, come up and feel free to visit with me. I'm just going to kind of gather my stuff up so that I can take off right from here, right to the airport. So thank you again for letting me be part of your night.